will I see you again? Will I see you? Will I see you? Will I see you again? Wow, that's good. You guys are way too kind. The clams are free. That's a Trampled by Turtles song. Before the pandemic, I started writing some music, and this is kind of an attempt at one of those. It doesn't have a name yet, so we'll call it Sad Bastard Song Number 1. Well, it's just like you said, across the crowded room. The feelings we felt wouldn't change very soon. You knew about the strength that overshadows each day. The missed opportunity, we parted ways. And it just doesn't seem fair to feel so much pain. I guess it's just a punishment for walking away. And I hope you're doing well and following through. All of the hard work sets free your truths. And I'll lay low with the fools that bring you down. They never loved you, knew what you're about. Words probably don't mean much a year to the day. It just doesn't seem that long to me anyway. And maybe when you think back in some faraway place, you'll know I loved you each and every way. And it just doesn't seem fair to feel so much pain. I guess it's just a punishment for walking away. If you struggle with rhythm guitar, you shouldn't write songs in different timing signatures. That's like a good lesson for all the aspiring people out here. So my granddad had a farm, and a long time ago on the farm he had a still. So this is a Steve Earle song about stills and farms. Oops, let's start that again. Well, my name's John Lee Pettimore. The same as my daddy and his daddy before. Hardly ever saw granddaddy around here. He only come town about twice a year. 100 pounds of yeast and some copper line. Well, everybody knew he was making moonshine. Well, the revenue man wanted granddaddy bad, headed up the holler with everything he had. All my time, but I've been told you never come back from Copperhead Road. Had it ran whiskey in a big black Dodge. He bought it at an auction at the Mason's Lodge. Just the kind of sheriff painted on the side. He just shot a cold primer and he looked inside. Well, then the lock tore that engine down. I still remember that rumbling sound. Well, the sheriff's coming round in the middle of the night. I heard Mama cry and knew something wasn't right. Heading down Knoxville with the weekly load. You can smell the whiskey burning down Copperhead Road. Volunteered for the army on my birthday. They drive the white trash first round here and away. To tour's duty in Vietnam. I came home with a brand new plan. Ecstasies from Colombia and Mexico. You just plant them down a holler down a Copperhead Road. Now the DA's got a chopper in the air. Wake up screaming like I'm back home there. Learn a thing or two from Charlie, don't you know? You better stay away from Copperhead Road. Yep, that time Mark broke all the stuff in the loop. It is a long line. Yeah, so there's some like really amazing songwriters coming out of Appalachia, and I really enjoy their music. So this is a Tyler Childers song. And he worked like a mule, mining Pike County coal. Till he fucked up his back, couldn't work anymore. He said, one of these days you'll get out of these hills. Keep your nose on the grindstone, out of the bills. The ways of this world, they just bring you to tears. Keep the Lord in your heart, you have nothing to fear. Live the best that you can, and don't lie and don't steal. Keep your nose on the grindstone, out of the bills. Daddy, I've been trying, I just can't catch a break. There's too much, whoops, much in this world. Can't seem to shake. And I remember your words, Lord, they bring me chill. Keep your nose on the grindstone, out of the bills. Keep in mind that a man is just as good as his word. Takes twice as long building bridges you burning this hurt you can cause. Time alone cannot heal. Keep your nose on the grindstone, out of the pills. Daddy, I've been trying, I just can't catch a break. There's too much in this world. Can't seem to shake. And I remember your words, Lord, they bring me a chill. Keep your nose on the grindstone, out of the pill. Keep your nose on the grindstone. You should definitely listen to Tyler Childers' version of that one. This is my last song. I want to thank everybody for giving me this chance to kind of come out and play for you today. And
sorry, dude, you don't get out of this tradition. You just don't.
What do you got there? All right. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Whoops. Yeah. See what happens? You have one drink, and so yeah. This is my last song. This original song is called "Tell You the Truth," and here we go. It's not alright the way you treat me now. You're taking me down to a depth I've never known. Have I lost myself? Or just my self-control? Losing my grace, covering your mistakes. Try to save face, but I can't keep up this pace. Have I lost myself, or just my self-control? And I was the only one who could tell you the truth. And you weren't the only one. Take me for... Oh, fuck. All right. Yeah, thanks a lot for the shot. And I was the only one who could tell you the truth. And you weren't the only one to take me for a fool. Measuring up to your image in a mirror. Can't live up, the addiction's becoming clear. Have I lost myself, or just my self-control? And I was the only one who could tell you the truth. And you weren't the only one to take me for a fool. Thank you very much. You guys are way too kind. Please stick around. The band is amazing, and it's going to be an awesome night.
Give it up for Mike Courtier one more time. That was his first time playing solo on stage in front of humans, so that shit takes a lot of courage, and you gotta really applaud that.
Well, I sailed the lonesome ocean, I was baptized on the road, and I climbed the tall, tall mountain just to find so many more up ahead. And I crossed the windy plains, I was kidnapped by a train, and I tried to hide the pain, so I changed my name in every town I'd go. But oh my, it don't matter where I go, what I do. Oh my, the road will always bring me back to you. My happy home for the lure of the unknown, for a life upon a road that never ends. And I ran away from you, and I ran away from you, and I ran away from me, and I told you I was free, but I was too afraid to tell you I was scared. Well, oh my, don't matter where I go, what I do. Oh my, the road will always bring me back to you. And so many times I strayed behind and walked the line. I never changed my stubborn mind. I always did exactly what I said I'll do. So don't mind me if I'm blue, it's just a change I'm going through. And it's always been the same, it's always been that way with me, but now I know. Well, oh my, it don't matter where I go, what I do. Oh my, the road will always bring me back to you. The road will always bring me back to you. The road will always bring me back to you.
Hey everybody, my name is Dean Harlem. It's great to be here. Great to be back. This is my second time here. Thank you, Marty and Jen, for having me back here. This is really cool. It's really cool to see all of you. And it's great. Isn't it great that we can be in like a room together again? This is, yeah. Yeah, I love that part. When the pandemic started, I thought it was going to be so awesome because it was just going to last for like 2 to 4 weeks. And I was going to sit home and just have all this free time to write. And I was sitting around on my couch, and I couldn't write anything. I couldn't write a damn thing. And I ended up writing only one song during those first indoor months of the pandemic. And it's a song called I Should Be Writing Songs. Can I get a little more monitor, guitar in the monitor? Thank you. I should be writing songs and not sending you flowers. I should be staying strong and not counting down the hours till I see your face. Let the day go to waste all alone. I should be writing songs and not writing you love letters. I should be working on and getting myself better. But she's got eyes that kill and says things that chill me to the bone. I should be writing songs, not dreaming like a fool my life away. Oh, how the world can seem so cruel when you're alone. How one little kiss started all of this, I don't know. My friends say keep moving on, but I know what I want now. I should be writing songs and not trying to be your lover. I should be, but I need to discover what it is about this girl and the way she moves the world around me. I should be writing songs and not trying to make you mine. I should be running from this thing that steals my heart and time. I try my best to resist. Sometimes you need to give in. I should be writing songs. Thank you. Like Marty said, I'm visiting here from Nashville, Tennessee, and thank you for welcoming me back home. I lived here for 6 years, not in Maine, but in Epping, New Hampshire, and that's the closest thing to home that I have, the center of the universe, but I grew up in New Jersey originally, and yeah, me too. It's a great place to be from. But it's awesome to be back here in New England. I'm here for a month, and I'm playing literally every day for a day. This is day 20. I'm
I'm exhausted. And I've been wearing a Canadian tuxedo for 20 days. So that's right. You know, it's really the only clothing I have. I need to do some shopping because these are all the clothes I have. And I go to a... Thank you. Anytime I go anywhere in Nashville, like half the guys are wearing the same thing as this. And I'm like, damn, I need to buy more clothes. So, anyway, this is a song called Battles. These are all original songs that I'm going to be playing for you tonight. And this is a song called Battles off of my last album. Salt shines like diamonds on 95. The New Jersey Turnpike is a sea of red tail lights. And farewell, darling, I'm glad you got out from this wasteland, from this dying town. Never lovers, were we ever friends? Were we just lost souls crossing paths again? We met when we were just kids. I remember the day you were crying on the hill, playing Runaway. Are you still running from your demons? Are you gunning for your dreams? Everybody pays a price, it seems. We're all fighting our own battles, but not the ones we choose. You better keep that fire burning inside of you. Refinery lights shine like a palace made of stars, glowing in the night as we drive to another bar. The highway is on fire, it's humming low and deep. It used to keep me up at night, now it helps me sleep. Are you still running from your demons? Are you gunning for your dreams? Everybody pays a price, it seems. We're all fighting our own battles, but not the ones we choose. You better keep that fire burning inside of you. Thank you. Tune this thing up. How many people, how many of you is this your first live show since the pandemic? That's a lot of people. I'm not saying that because I'm like, get away from me. I'm saying that because that is fucking awesome that you guys are back out here and joining us and able to hear us. That is so cool.
worth celebrating. Here's speaking of battles, this is a song between the battle good and evil. A song called Two Dogs. This is from an EP that I recorded, and it's no longer available. You can't find it anywhere. Except for my mom's basement. All right, this is a song called Two Dogs. I've got two dogs inside of me. I swear they'll be the death of me. I swear they'll be the death of me. I swear they'll be. One is good and one is mean, and I don't know which one to feed. I don't know which one to feed. I don't know. I've got two dogs fighting in my soul. One is happiness, and one is woe. I got two dogs tearing me apart. One is in my head, one is in my heart. Good and bad, war and peace. Every man's got both of these. Every man's got both of these. I'm born into the world the same, owning nothing but my name, owning nothing but my name, owning nothing but two dogs fighting in my soul. One is happiness, one is woe. Got two dogs tearing me apart. One is in my head, one is in my heart. I've got two dogs fighting in my soul. One is happiness and one is woe. I've got two dogs tearing me apart. One is in my head, one is in my heart.
Thank you. Oh, man. I love these venues that support original music. Thank you, Marty. I've been playing a lot of bars and restaurants on this tour, and where you inevitably have to do a bunch of cover songs. So it's good to be in here with all of you and just sharing my original words and story. And thank you for paying attention. It's hard paying attention to original songs, you know? Even when my friends play me their music, it usually takes me like 3 listens to hear everything. This is a song that was inspired by a French girl. Her English was so poor that I couldn't understand what she was saying half the time. I couldn't understand if she was mad at me or not half the time. And one day, I just thought to myself, you know, hurry up and break my heart. And this is a song inspired by that. Won't you hurry up and break my heart and set my spirit free? But don't linger on, just play your part. Now hurry up and break my heart. Do it quickly so I don't feel a thing. And when you break it, just break it clean. But I saw it coming right from the start. Now hurry up and break my heart. Hey girl, just like you, I had 1 or 2, and you never hang around long. Just long enough till I start missing you. Then you sing out the same old song. It'll go something like this. You'll say, I think we're better off being friends. You know, I hate to see this love end. But I saw it coming right from the start. Now hurry up and break my heart. Hey girl, just like you, I had 1 or 2, and you never hang around long. But just long enough till I start feeling blue. Then you sing out the same old song. It'll go something like this. You'll say, I think I need some time on my own. You know, it's easier traveling alone. So don't linger on, honey, here comes your part. Now hurry up and break my heart. Now hurry up and break my heart. Said hurry up and break my heart. Thank you. Yes, I need 2 capos for this song. And this is another song inspired by said French girl. This is the French girl segment of the show. I was traveling through Ireland, Galway, Ireland, and
The thing I love about traveling, especially outside of the country, is you're meeting all these other people from other countries, and you're just passing through like ships in the night, and it's like the moment is so fleeting, and you feel it. You just feel how fleeting the moment is, that you want to, like, you know, if you meet someone interesting or that you want to talk to, you just want to like take in everything you can from them, because you know you're never gonna see them ever again. And this is a song where I kind of want to keep that moment.
I was standing by my window over Galway Bay. I thought I saw your shadow on the promenade. I went to find you, it was getting late. Like the night that brought you to me, it took you away. And I don't mind if I never see you again, 'cause I remember you dancing to the music of a cover band. And I don't care if we never cross ways again, 'cause I can bottle time with all these words and rhymes. And that's how I'll keep you on my mind. First time I saw you, I didn't pay you any mind. Just another face at the old 55. Now I'm walking down the street, I lost all sense of time. You say we gotta go now, when the stars are on our side. And I don't mind if I never see you again, 'cause I remember you dancing to the music of a cover band. And I don't care if we never cross ways again, 'cause I can bottle time with all these words and rhymes. And that's how I'll keep you on my mind. Now I'm staring out the window of a plane bound for home. I can hear your voice still saying, play me one last song. She's a little French girl, she's so gone. Her English is so broken, but nothing that she says sounds wrong. And I don't mind if I never see you again, 'cause I remember you dancing to the music of a cover band. And I don't care if we never cross ways again, 'cause I can bottle time with all these words and rhymes. And that's how I'll keep you. That's how I'll keep you. That's how I'll keep Thank you. Thank you so much. This is the best show of my tour. I'm 20, like I said, I'm 20 days in. I'm here until August 8th. And then I'm going down to New Jersey, see my folks for a week. And then I'm going to Ireland for 2 weeks. Then I'm going back to Tennessee for a month and a half. Then I'm going to Texas for 2 weeks. And then I'm going to Albuquerque for 3 weeks. And then I'm going back to Tennessee to find a job because I'm going to be broke as fuck after that. And you know you can't really make a living playing gigs in Tennessee. I mean, you can. You can. It's a hustle, though. You got to kind of get out of Nashville. Too many guys in Canadian tuxedos with guitars trying to compete with. This is another song off of my most recent EP. It's called Asbury Park. The EP is called Asbury Park. And this is a song called Never Should Apologize. I don't really know what the song is about anymore, but the thing I like about this song is that nothing rhymes. There are no end rhymes in this song. There's some internal ones, but nothing rhymes in this song. I don't know where it's going. I don't know how it's gonna end, but I know I want you. And I wish that I could say that I never felt this way, that I never made someone cry before. And I know you should never ever apologize for what is in your heart. And I know you should never ever apologize for feeling the way you do. Maybe there's other boys out there who all say that they care. Who am I to think they don't? And I know you are free to do exactly as you please. I don't want to change a thing about you. And I know you should never ever apologize for what is in your heart. And I know you should never ever apologize for feeling the way you do. And so, baby, here I am. I'm showing you my hands. I'm just a simple man, but I'm not afraid to feel all the things that we conceal. I'm gonna give them all away to you. And I know you should never ever apologize for what is in your heart. And I know you should never ever apologize for feeling the way you do. Thank you. What was that?
That was a motherfucker.
I'm very influenced by a singer-songwriter named Justin Townes Earl. Is anybody here familiar with Justin Townes Earl? He is one of my favorites. To me, he's like the epitome of like a solo person with a guitar on stage in terms of just sounding big and putting on a show. So that's why I really admire him. As you may know, he passed away very unfortunately last October from an overdose, and it's a huge bummer. Where the hell's my pick? And yeah, I don't know if this sounds kind of selfish, but or something, but one of the things I was looking forward to when I moved to Nashville was to meet Justin personally. I've seen him play a few times, but I've never met him. And one of the things I was really looking forward to is moving to Nashville and meeting him and trying to link up with him and maybe open some shows with him and even maybe get him to produce an album or something. I don't know. That was just a dream of mine. And so when he passed away, I was very sad for his family and just for the world. But one thing Justin used to say when I'd see him on stage, he'd do this spiel about addicts because he himself was one, and he would say, when you're talking to an addict, you should never ask them, like, what's wrong with you? Why are you an addict? You should always say, why do you hurt? Like, what's the reason behind it? And that really moved me. And one of the first songs I wrote when I moved to Nashville was this next song. It's a eulogy for Justin Townes Earl, and it's called World Without Song. I think many people died from the pandemic itself, from the coronavirus itself, but I think a lot of people died indirectly of it because, let's say there was an old person an elderly person who really lived off of getting visitors, and he couldn't get visitors anymore, so he got so lonely and died. That is someone I know, and I think for Justin, what really did him in was not being able to tour and to be on the road, and so this is a song about that.
Maybe the angels ain't flying tonight. They grounded the planes, even grounded the light. The borders are closed and the bars are all shut, and there's no place to go for a man in a rut. Down and out on the Lower East Side, a man with no work still has to provide, and the demons get louder when there's nowhere to hide, and your nerves start to split and your thoughts start to slide. It ain't no surprise, everyone knew the first thought on my mind. I wished it wasn't true. If they say it's your fault, they're only half wrong. It's the price that we pay for a world without song. Maybe the angels ain't flying tonight. They grounded the planes, even grounded the light. The borders are closed and the bars are all shut, and there's no place to go for a man in a rut. So tell me, why did you hurt? I won't ask you what's wrong. I just can't live in a world without song. Maybe somewhere everything is alright, but without you this town feels too quiet tonight. Thank you. So that one's for Justin. I actually had a dream about Justin on Wednesday night into Thursday. No, Monday night into Tuesday. I just don't know what time or day it is. And I won't get into it. So as I mentioned before, I have an album out. It's called Asbury Park. I do. If you like to have a Frisbee to throw around at the beach, I do have a few left in my van. They make great toys. I don't even offer CDs anymore because people just don't buy them, you know. But I do have some. You know, I think the best way to support live music is to buy all the merch, buy the CDs, the shirts, the hats. I wish I had shirts and hats to offer you, but I don't. I just have some CDs. So if you're interested in one, feel free to talk to me. And I'll fish them out, dust them off, and or you can find my music for free. Yay! On Spotify and iTunes and YouTube. I just got a check from CD Baby for $18. So, gonna put that all that straight into stocks. I'm gonna put that invest. Anyway, this is a song called Asbury Park. Asbury Park is a town in New Jersey on the coast, and it's a special place to me. I think we all have a thing with the place that we're from. For me, it's central New Jersey, and it took me a long time to make peace with that. And so this is a song about making peace. The B string has to be perfect for this. Asbury Park, in the broken light of a new day. The sun's coming up from under the ocean horizon line, where the water meets the heaven. I'm driving fast just to see it. Boardwalk is empty in the morning before the people come. I got one hand on the wheel, I got one hand on my heart, 'cause I need to know there's something more, something real in this life that we live.
I need something to believe. Will you come see me if I drove there all night long? Will you believe me if I sang you one last song? I'm gonna drive away the dark on the streets of Asbury Park. Asbury Park. I said goodbye 1,000 times, I know, but it looks like I'll keep coming back for more. It's my home, it's my burden, it's my love, and it's my chains. I'm driving fast to the sea. I'm gonna wash away this pain. Will you come see me if I drove there all night long? Will you believe me if I sang you one last song? I'm gonna drive away the dark on the streets of Asbury Park. Asbury Park. Asbury Park. Asbury Park. Meet me in Asbury Park. Thank you. Like I said, you could find that song on the Ethernet. And I do have physical copies. CDs actually sound better than digital streaming. You know, the CDs are higher fidelity recordings. Well, my name is Dean Harlem. I've got a few more songs left for you. Up next, we have the wonderful Tristan Omand. And I believe that this is his first show since this pandemic started. So I don't think he's played in 16 months, but I heard him at soundcheck, and he sounds as sharp as ever. This is another song off of my most recent EP. It's called Rock Bottom. This is a song that reminds me why I do what I do. And I recorded the music video for this song at the Stone Church in Newmarket, New Hampshire. Yeah, that deserved a jingle. Hey, if you have... You got married at the Stone Church. Wow. Yeah. When it was still a church. So, thank you guys so much for listening to me. I got a few more songs for you. If you're just joining us, my name is Dean Harlem. This is a song called Rock Bottom. Spent my last $20 on a tank of gas. Got a car full of speakers and guitars packed. At the show they paid me in free beer. Now I'm all alone and standing here. But I'm gonna find a way out of this hole. I've done it now a dozen times or more. The hard times don't kill you, they just tear down your soul. Rock bottom, come on, let's go. My parents were born in a foreign land. When they came here, had to start again. I left them when I turned 18. Now I'm out here chasing their dream. But I'm gonna find a way out of this hole. I've done it now a dozen times or more. The hard times don't kill you, they just tear down your soul. Rock bottom, come on, let's go. Now I may be on the losing side, and I'll be fighting my whole life. But if there's one thing I believe, it's that someday my song will set me free. I'm gonna find a way out of this hole. I've done it now a dozen times or more. The hard times don't kill you, they just tear down your soul. Rock bottom, come on, let's go. The hard times don't kill you, they just tear down your soul. Rock bottom, come on, let's go. Rock bottom, come on, let's go. Thank you. I got a couple more songs left for you. I like to dedicate this song usually to the loudest people in the room. I wrote the song as a PSA. It's a song for my working musician friends. It's well, if you've ever played music, you know what I'm talking about. It's a song called "That Table Over There." Well, the night is winding down, and I've got a song or two. Before I hit the road, I want to thank each one of you. Well, you've all been so very kind and shown me that you care. So I want to thank each one of you, except that one table over there. It's that one table over there that's just been talking the whole time. They didn't clap, didn't even look when I sang that clever rhyme. It's that table over there with no manners at all. Any moment now they'll be requesting Wonderwall.
Well, I've played a lot of places from California to Times Square, and everywhere I go I see that table over there. It's that one special table that just takes up so much air, and tonight that table's sitting somewhere over there. It's that table over there that's just been talking through the show like a blissfully unaware herd of water buffalo. It's that table over there, they just don't care that much, you see. Calling out free bird. Well, sir, here's a bird for you for free. Well, this evening's been so special, and I've shed a tear or three, 'cause I know I couldn't do it without you all supporting me. So thank you for your kind response and showing that you care. Drive home safe, have a good night, except that one table over there. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys for being such a lovely, attentive audience. This is such a wonderful evening for me, and this is definitely a highlight of my tour here. And that song's not directed at anybody here in particular. As you can see, there are no tables here, so you're safe for this time. But thank you so much for listening. My name is Dean Harlem. You can find me online. If there's one thing that you can do for me is go online and follow me on Spotify and Instagram and Facebook and all that social media crap. It matters. It helps a lot. And I really appreciate if you take a second out of your life to click that like button or the follow, subscribe, all that. As much as I hate social media, all that stuff is part of having a life in music. I lived in Epping, New Hampshire for 6 years, and I would drive back and forth between New Jersey and New Hampshire about 3 to 4 times a year to see my parents. And when I leave New Jersey, the last person I see is my mom, and she waves at me from the doorway until I'm out of sight, until my van is gone. And the first person I see when I get home is my girlfriend. She's there in the doorway, and this is a story song. It takes you from one place to another, and you're watching the landscape change from the industrial refineries of Jersey and New York, and as you're moving farther north into more rural New Hampshire and Maine, you kind of watch things get more green and woodsy, and you see the refineries turning into mill buildings, and this is a song called Red Oak Hill because it's the street I lived on in Epping, New Hampshire. So this is my last song. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much for having me, and thank you, Marty and Jen. This is an awesome night, and stick around for Tristan Omand because he's one of my favorite songwriters anywhere. This is Red Oak Hill. I'll say goodbye to my mama. She's waving in the doorway. I roll my windows down and give her one last smile. Then I'll make my way out of this lonesome town. I'll pull on the highway and I'm homeward bound. Goodbye to New Jersey. Goodbye, my family. Goodbye to all my friends and everybody in between. I'll watch exit 8 disappear in my rear view.
I'm bound for New York City, but I'm only passing through where the factories turn back into fields and the parking lots turn back into trees. The refineries turn into old brick mills. I'm going back to Red Oak Hill. For 5 straight hours I'll watch those white lines. I'm counting hours, counting miles, I'm measuring my life. I'll stop inside that diner right off of 84. The waitress knows my name, but our lives will never know where the factories turn back into fields and the parking lots turn back into trees. The refineries turn into old brick mills. I'm going back to Red Oak Hill. As I park my car, there's a girl waiting in the doorway, smiling with her eyes as the stars shine above. I'll make my way to greet her, and she wraps me in her arms. We go inside and talk about the time we spent apart, where the factories turn back into fields and the parking lots turn back into trees. The refineries turn into old brick mills. I'm going back to Red Oak Hill. I'm going back to Red Oak Hill. Thank you guys so much. My name is Dean Harlem. These were all my original songs. If you like this style of music, if you like songwriting and storytelling music, then please find me online and stay in touch. I have cards. Please talk to me. Even though I'm dressed in a Canadian tuxedo, I'm not a crazy person. And I look forward to hearing Tristan and Omand. Thank you, Marty. And thank you, Josh, the sound man, for making us all sound so good tonight. Thank you, Josh.
Once her mother held her hand at the funeral home. 80 years of righteous
Dean Harlem, everybody! Hey, I just wanted to give a special thanks to Norma and Paul. They just donated $500 to CAC. Thank you so much for your kindness and generosity. They've been longtime supporters of us, and we love you both. Thank you.
Every night when she lays down might just be her last. Smiles before her eyes are closed, thinks about her past. Now every dollar, every cent, gives them all away for free. Every minute, every second is a precious currency. Billy, Billy boy, that boy's drunk and he's so shameless. Got a dollar to my name, and tomorrow I'll be nameless. My wife and kids, they left me and gone away. And after that, a hefty debt I gotta pay. So I help myself to every little bit I can swallow. And with any luck, I won't have to live to see tomorrow. When my spirit leaves me, leave a golden coin under my tongue. 'Cause I know just what a ways I have to ride St. Peter as a pearly gates. So tonight let's take the whiskey out among the flowers. Drink until the sky is blue and the world is ours. If I wake up and the sun is shining bright, I'll have to try a little harder tomorrow night. When my spirit leaves me, leave a golden coin under my tongue. 'Cause I know just what awaits. I have to bribe St. Peter at the pearly gate. Tonight let's take a whiskey out among the flowers and drink until the sky is blue and the world is ours. If I wake up and the sun is shining bright, I'll have to try a little harder tomorrow night.
How's everybody doing? Another round of applause for our first two performers tonight. The Reverend Claudia Mark Cartier. And my dear friend Dean Harlem from Nashville, Tennessee. This next man has wrecked this stage many times in a good way. And I think that if you've ever been here when he's performed, you will know that he kind of owns this fucking place. That's all I'm going to say. Ladies and gentlemen, Tristan Omand.
Thanks for having me. Let's see. Thank you, Dean and Mark and Marty and Josh and Jen and everybody. Thank you for coming out tonight in this rain. And the rain can be good, keep people away, and it can also keep people in. So that's good. Well, it's been said that this is my first time back since before the pandemic officially playing live, so this is the perfect place to do that. So I'll get right to it. I would stand up, but I just want to sit down. This stool just cradles the ass in a way that is just facilitates good performance. And, you know, I know that's why I'm so gravitated towards this thing. because it's the cushion I was never born with and I'm never apparently capable of getting. And I practice on this stool. I sit and I play, and it's just so comfortable. So I said, fuck it, I'm going to bring it. So I brought nearly everything else, so, I mean... Well, living here in New Hampshire, there are a lot of landmarks that you see a lot. You see trees, but you also see old stone walls. This song's called Old Stone Walls. I wrote it about the old stone walls I like to look at and almost go off the road looking at while I'm driving on the highway. Well, I deal in darkness, but I come in peace, though. Wish I could save up good feelings in a silo. These old stone walls might bring me somewhere. I'm done with reckless wandering and cutting my hair. Old stone walls, old stone walls, old stone walls, I follow them through the woods. Well, it's a chore to feel good, so I'll walk until I do, thinking of you, doing what you could. Trees, knowing all I don't know. Wish I could save my breath for better days, but I'll let it go. These old stone walls might lead me somewhere. I'm done with fruitless servitude and wishing you were there. These old stone walls, these old stone walls, I follow them through the woods. Well, it's a chore to feel good, so I'll walk until I do, thinking of you, doing what you could, doing what you could. These old stone walls, old stone walls. Thank you. All right. I might embarrass the fuck out of somebody, but one of the only real music videos I made was for this song, and one of the stars is sitting right here. His name is Dana, and he's always been a huge supporter of local music, going back like 30-something years, and he's always been going to shows, and I've been very privileged to call him a friend, and he's been coming out to my gigs for a long time, so it only seemed logical to have him star in the video. And so this is a song about two guys out bowling. This is a song called Welcome to Lonely Lanes. It goes like this. Thank you, Dana. Bowl another string, have another round on me. I bought the last one even though it was best 2 out of 3. And I don't mind
losing once in a while. It does no injury I see. So just rack the pins and mark it spare. Pass another one to me. It's a lonely life, such a lonely life. Don't try fooling with what you don't believe. It's a quick draw world full of loathsome lies. These are lonesome times. So let's forget all that tonight. It's about closing time, and they're polishing the lanes, spraying down the shoes. The cashier counts the change. Oh, but you and I, old pal, drunk as skunks on Tuesday night. We'll just stumble on home. It won't be a graceful sight, and the world won't mind. It'll turn and turn, while our lonely lives just burn and burn. It's a lonely life, such a lonely life. Don't try fooling with what you don't believe. It's a quick draw world full of loathsome lies. These are lonesome times. So let's forget all that tonight. Thank you. All right. Whew. This is a song I wrote called Painful Souvenirs. I wanna hold on to this feeling for a while, turn it over in my hands before I throw it on the pile. And if you see me crying just a bit, I'm not any less of a man or an overgrown kid. Well, I've learned some hard things in my years, the wrong or right words, they can be painful souvenirs. Oh, as we spin together on this rock, I remember happily all those nights, all we did was talk. Oh, disregard the pressure on us all. Shake a few new hands. Don't just build another wall. And if you see me crying just a bit, you know I'm not any less of a man or an oversized kid. Well, I've learned some hard things in my years. You know, the wrong or right words can be painful souvenirs. Thank you. All right. Well, back in around the summer of 2000, I'm getting a little bit of a kind of a that, whatever that is. Yeah, there we go. Summer of 2012, I wrote an album. I was living down in a basement apartment that was the finest 1/8-inch fake mahogany plywood walls you could see with these weird fake oil lamp things that I put weird bulbs in because they took a certain socket and then the boiler would run and it smelled like oil. I didn't smell it though because I got used to the smell. But anytime my parents came over, my mom would be like, "Oh, it smells like oil. How much are you paying for this place? It smells like oil in here." But you know, and it was a good situation, though, you know. I was working a job, and I was doing gigs, and I was getting paid in cash, and I'd slide cash under the door every 2 weeks. I'd go up the basement steps. They kept it chained, but I could break the chain in case there was a fire. That was how we agreed with the Manchester Fire Code. That was how that happened. So I was there for a couple years, and I wrote a lot of songs there. I wrote a whole album. I met my soon-to-be wife there. We're getting married soon, Danielle and I. And thank you. I just had to mention that. And this is one of the songs that I wrote there. I was writing an album called Wandering Time, and this is a song off that album. I wanted to write something had a double meaning. I think Willie Nelson had just put up Roll Me Up and Smoke Me When I Die. So I wrote this as kind of like to mirror that. And I was like, I need more songs for this album, so this is one. This one's called When I'm Low. Oh, I've been bad, I've been best, I've been north and I've been west when I'm high. When I was high. Oh, don't you fret, darling, don't you cry. Don't forget when I go passing by. I won't lie, I won't lie. When you're high, it's alright, there's no reason to cry, don't you know? Well, I hope that in the end I can count you as a friend to help me up when I'm feeling low. Baby, please have a heart. Let it beat, don't tear mine apart when I'm dry. Oh Lord, when I'm dry. 'Cause I need that smoke and I need that drink. Need your love like a dish needs a sink when I'm alone. Lord, when I'm alone. When your eyes are right, there's no reason to cry, don't you know? Well, I hope that in the end I can count you as a friend to help me up when I'm feeling low. All right. The band leader's nice. He lets me take a solo once in a while. I'm the band leader. I've always loved playing the acoustic guitar. It was my first instrument. I was 9 years old. My parents, I had to beg them. Finally, I begged him. I knew my brother tried to play, but he didn't really stick with it. But I looked at that guitar and I knew I could do it. It was a red and white Fender Squier Stratocaster. He stopped taking lessons and back it went to the store. It was a rental, and then soon I got my own rental guitar, some beat up old Takamine Jasmine thing. I hated it, but I loved it at the same time. I was 9 years old, and now I'm 34, and I still do a thing that I used to do back then. I start playing guitar, and I know I'm getting really into it. I start putting my ear right to the side of the guitar. $2. I spent all my dimes. Gonna get me a bus ticket on Concord coach lines. Gonna be red-eyed so I can stand the ride. Oh, I'm rolling home, got my suit in my case. Can't wait to see that look on your pretty face when I get home. I can see the golden lights of home. When your eyes are right, there's no reason to cry, don't you know? Well, I hope that in the end I can count you as a friend to help me up when I'm feeling low. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's funny, one time Concord Coach Lines shared, I put up a picture of their bus, like, because I snapped while I was on tour, so I'm driving from a gig or something, and I put that line and I shared it. And, you know, people who know the song, they're like, oh, cool, you know.
Concord Coach Line shared it. Little did they know, it's a song about like being stoned on their bus and then like getting off at the McDonald's they stop at in Connecticut between New York City and Boston. And you know, you sneak away around the back and then you come back and you don't need any food, you know, because you bring a few snacks, but that was back early when I was like in my early 20s, and I took a bus. I took the bus from Manchester to Boston, and then Boston to New York, all to play a 40-minute set in New York City. And I spread it out into a couple days, and I rode like this on the bus with my guitar and a gig bag. And by the time I got home, I could barely I needed to go to a chiropractor for like a couple years after that. So. But this is a song off an album I did in 2014. We wanted to do a bunch of orchestration and all this stuff. So this song's good. Imagine some nice bowed upright bass on this fucker, all right? So this one's called 21 Windows. It's a song about two people that stay together for a long time.
All the way to Houston in a VW bus with a headlight out and 3 bald tires and a bumper made of rust. And it used to be alright a long time ago. Wasn't tight back where the north winds moan. They did moan. And along the road to Jackson, they picked up a ragged man with a t-shirt like an oil slick and a fiddle in his hand. Well, he sawed that thing for hours, and when they reached no man's land, he got out and said so long, and they watched him in the mirror. Soon enough, he disappeared, and the road was getting clearer. And it used to be alright a long time ago. And the timing wasn't tight back where the north winds moan. They did moan. Somewhere outside of Denver, that VW bus broke down in the rain. They had to just leave it there and hitch and catch a train. Well, they fell asleep in each other's arms and woke up in Spokane. Kicked off their boots, set down some roots. That was 20-some odd years ago today. And it used to be alright a long time ago. And the timing wasn't tight back where the
winds moan. They did moan. Oh. Thank you. I found this guitar at the Raymond flea market. I saw the headstock sticking up. It's $23. And I went and put a $200 pickup in it. So. 20, 30 hours of working on it, getting it to sound presentable and play presentably. But it's definitely got a few ghosts trapped inside it. And I'm going to try and conjure one right now. This is a song I wrote about one of my favorite songwriters. And I never really learned to sing. I just sang along to Hank Williams. And eventually something helped, and it was his voice, and trying to match that just bullseye accuracy of one of the greatest singers. So I wrote this song about his last days that he spent kind of probably unhappy and on the road and drinking, and he died in the back seat of a Cadillac, and so this kind of tells that story. So. I was inches away from a legend's guitar. Behind a glass case, couldn't believe what I saw. It was worn and beaten, it was beautiful, it was old. A spruce-top treasure that I'll never hold. Well, I stood there staring just inches away, imagining him strumming in his lonesome way. A suit adorned with music notes, a big smile on his face, lap steel moaning, and a big old double bass. He was a poet and a drinker, and he couldn't be told. He took a ride in a Cadillac at 29 years old. Broke the hearts of thousands when they heard the news. At first the crowd didn't believe it, thought it was another excuse. They figured he'd got drunk and couldn't make the show that night. But it hit home when the band played I Saw the Light. He was a poet and a drinker, and he couldn't be told. He took a ride in a Cadillac at 29 years old. New Year's Day 1953. One of the greatest songwriters the world will ever see.
Williams, the hillbilly Shakespeare. Knew how to make you laugh or how to bring the tears. Thank you for the music, the songs will never die. We think of you whenever the steel guitars cry. Yeah. I was inches away from a legend's guitar. Thank you.
You made that $223 guitar sound like a million.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. Oh, you're sweet. Oh, thank you. Oh my God. I always feel so good when I come here, and that doesn't happen automatically. It's all the people and all that just keep coming here. So thank you for coming, and thank you for having me, Marty and Jen and company. And man, thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna do. This is my mom's favorite song, and it's my mother-in-law's favorite song. So I'm gonna play it. They do, yeah. It's for the moms, for all the moms. This one's called The Place. When you get to the place, walk, don't run. When you get to the place, walk, don't run. This ain't no race, this ain't for fun. Just do what has to be done. Oh, the old woodshed that I used to go, well, I bumped my head walking through the door. When I opened my eyes, guess what I saw? A map to the place where the pines grow tall. Well, I grabbed my hat and I put on my coat. My tire was flat, stuck my thumb out on the road. I got picked up by a stolen car. I didn't ask questions, they brought me as far as 3 miles out from the place. When you get to the place, walk, don't run. When you get to the place, walk, don't run. This ain't no race, this ain't for fun. Just do what has to be done. Ladies and gentlemen, Tristan Omand on the lead guitar. On mile number 1, I think I saw a ghost. In the heat of the day, I was beginning to roast. When I wiped my brow, loosened my shirt, it was high noon when my feet began to hurt. And on mile number 2, my pace slowed down. I walked with a strut past the burying ground where folks are dying to get in and living to stay out. People are dying to get in there, that's a dad joke. And on mile number 3, I started picking up speed. I fell right down to my knees. I couldn't believe I was at the spot. This place has all that I haven't got. When you get to the place, walk, don't run. When you get to the place, walk, don't run. This ain't no race, this ain't for fun. Just do what has to
be done. When you get to the place, walk down the run. When you get to the place, walk down the run. This ain't no race, this ain't for fun. Just do what has to be done. Oh, just do what has to be done. Thank you. Thank you. I was listening to a lot of Guy Clark when I wrote that song. He always had songs called The Something, like The Cape and The Coat and I love his stuff, man. And man, I remember where I was when he died. When I heard that he died, I was in a rest stop in New Jersey, Dean. I'm sure he's been there. Yep. But rest stop in New Jersey, I was making a tuna fish sandwich on my tailgate of my Ranger that I toured in. I put 225,000 miles on it. Or no, that's what it was when I sold it. I bought it with 96,000, so I still did some damage. But it ran like a top when I got rid of it, but I could pick the bed up like a fucking dump truck, you know. It had that New England rust, you know. And when I bought my van, you know, I traded it in. They gave me $500 for the truck, and I wanted to cry. And I had lived in that thing and toured in it. I was sleeping in a hostel in West Virginia, and the people in the room next to me were having sex, and it was really kind of weird. And so I grabbed my pillow and I turned off my light and I went downstairs and I got in my Ranger and I laid down and I rolled down the window and it was just like the highway in the distance, and I slept like a baby. And I pulled up the carpet in the back before I got rid of it, and I signed it, and I left a guitar pick underneath. And so I'm hoping someday it'll come back to me. Maybe, if not as a car, maybe in another life as some sort of metal object that's been recycled. It has a soul, like a tricycle I just can't stop riding, an adult tricycle. You know those things? They're pretty badass, but they look funny, you know? Like I want one real bad. Maybe that'll be my next wizard moment. I don't know.
My mom has a trike.
That's awesome. My grandparents had one, and I don't know where it went, but I don't even know if they wrote it. My grandfather used to just bring stuff home from the dump. He'd take stuff to the dump in Stratford, in Bow Lake, and then he would bring like a carload back every time. So it didn't really equal out. And at the end of his life, there was just shit everywhere. But there was some cool stuff, too. And we would go there on the weekends and clean out the house. And I remember they hired the guys at the dump. You know, I was a little kid, so I was like, oh, they hired the dump guys to go in and kill all the raccoons that were in the barn. And I remember going back in there. And that's where I got my obsession with old, weird stuff there, just picking through boxes. I didn't really get to know my grandparents. They're so much older than me. My grandfather was born in 1909. You know, he'd be really old if he was alive now. You know, and my grandmother was born shortly after that, so they were very old when I was there. So didn't get to know them very much, but I get to dig through all this stuff and kind of see pieces of people's lives, because they lived through the Depression, and then they had like 8 children, you know, and they put them all through college on teachers' salaries. So. So maybe he was onto something with that dump hauling. I don't know. That's one of my last memories of him driving in his old gold, like 1980s Ford Escort station wagon, filled with crap, you know, in the back. I'm some reason in the front seat as like a 5-year-old. My brother and my dad are in the back, and my grandfather's driving, you know, with his Dickies and his like flannel shirt and his pocket filled with all these pens and fucking paintbrushes and like all this stuff. And he's got the little like, you know, the garage calendar that you stick on your dashboard with the smiley face.
And we went to the dump, you know. It was a father, son, grandfather, grandson thing, you know, and it was a good memory. And he'd tell us stories. We'd sit around, we'd go over to his house, and he'd sit there and he'd tell us stories, you know. And so I have a fond appreciation for that. And so, all right. So, this song somehow has like, I don't know, 500,000 plays on Spotify. And I don't know how, but it got on some playlists, and someone told me once, you know, you have like 500,000 plays on Spotify? I'm like, oh, what the fuck, man? I don't even have a Spotify account. I don't even know. But this is the song. And it's called Devil Don't Want Me Blues, and it's about all those blues stereotypes about selling your soul to the devil, you know, to get better at guitar. But a lot of us just have to, you know, instead of going to parties on Friday nights, we're losers down in our West Side apartment in Manchester, you know, getting stoned and playing, trying to write songs, trying to figure out your life. But I don't know if that really ever happens. What was I going to do? That's right. Seeing if everybody's paying attention. I've got the same chord progression. It's an institution you should know. So take your unchecked aggression and hide it down below. Well, my fingers are hurting from the same old blues. I've been out there searching in the morning dew. Well, I didn't find nothing, I found something to do. It's not called Satanism, it's the plagiarism blues. All 12 bars. It was Sunday evening, head full of smoke, dozing off a little bit, hope I don't choke. Well, I tried to sell my soul to the devil, but he said he was good to go. He said, you got more problems than you'll ever know. That even I don't want you in your plaid flannel clothes. Go back to your flat top guitar, go on down the road, yeah. Some feet down in my shoes. It's happening all the time to the plagiarism blues. My fingers are hurting from the same old blues. I've been out there searching in the morning dew. Well, I didn't find nothing, I found something to do. It's not called Satanism, it's the plagiarism blues. Take it. I'll pick it. Thank you. Let's see. Actually, No, that's a good idea, so. That's a good idea. So. Danielle, you want to sing one with me? Handsome Molly. We've never done this before. So we're gonna have a little fun. We're gonna sing a little bit.
The last time the three of us were in the loo, we sang until 4 in the morning. Jenny had to come down and be like, "Shut up."
Thought it was fitting I used this old Silvertone. This is a 59 Silvertone that Danielle found at Goodwill for $100. And so she sent me a picture. Should I buy this? And I said, yes, go back and buy it! And,
We have $100 in a bank account.
oh, I've overdrafted my account to buy guitars before.
Not this time.
No, not this one. No, but the one I did my live record with. No, the other one. Yeah. Anyways, this is a song that we scrambled the verses all up, but the whole point is to sing it. This is a song that I learned from a Bill Morrissey record. This is Handsome Molly. We sing this together at night when the little kid goes to sleep and stuff like that. So this is I'm gonna tune it up to make it really count. So if you don't mind, it's just better that way. From a technical standpoint. But, yeah, this guitar's a 1959. It's not worth quite as much as a 59 Les Paul, but damn, is it sweet. Let's go. Lipstick pickups here. This is post-war ingenuity. Sears had a bunch of excess lipstick containers, so they said, turn them into pickups. So that's what they did. So those were lipstick pickups. It's a little history there for you. I'm sure most people knew that already. Park my cab on Water Street. I'm waiting for a fare. While young girls in their first heels step like colts across the square. Fire on the ocean, thunder on the sea. I think of handsome Molly, wherever she may be. Now the soldiers down on Water Street, they eye the little girls of Water Street. We'll take them round the world. Fire on the ocean, thunder on the sea. I think of handsome Molly and what she promised me. Now I'm either in this cab or bar, never in the choir, sometimes howling in a maze like the wind through barbed wire. Fire on the ocean, thunder on the sea. I think of handsome Molly, who cried so easily.
with pretty doe-eyed Molly. She can see so well at night. It's a hard trade she made just to see in black and white. Fire on the ocean, thunder on the sea. I think of handsome Molly and what she promised me. I think of handsome Molly, wherever she may be.
Danielle, everyone. Oh, thank you.
So just to let you know, the night that the three of us stayed awake all night, I was looking at Tristan and I'm like, dude, why isn't this girl in your band? He's like, dude, don't go there.
Oh, did I say that? Oh, come on.
But now she's in your band.
That's right. That's right. I didn't even ask her earlier. You know, it's like spontaneity is there should be a musical clef symbol for spontaneity. You know, I don't know. This is a song I wrote. This is a song I wrote. I'm just gonna sing it. This is for anybody who's lost anyone at all, human or beast. And I don't know. I guess it's kind of off genre, but I Dusty Hill, man, fucking R.I.P. I gotta say that. I mean, 3 dudes for over 50 years in the same band, just doing their thing and just being cool as hell, like into the old age. I mean, come on. So, but he died in his sleep, so that's a lucky way to go. Not everybody gets to do that. So this is a song called Running Free. It goes like this. I originally did it on a tenor banjo, and I did it in one take, and I almost cried while singing it, and I was looking out the window at the Kimball Jenkins estate where we recorded this record. And so that's the one take. That's the one that's on the album. So. Faithful friend, you were there for me. I know I will see you on the other side, on the other high side of the road. Steady as she goes, don't rock the boat, bail out the water, warn the crew, 'cause this ship ain't going down without you. So run on, my friend, I hope you arrive to where you're going to, where the sky is always blue and the leaves are always green. Run on to the morning mist and the sheen. Yeah. My old pal, running free today.
sniffing the air somewhere way up high. You and I, we had some good times. So here's to those good times. So run on, my friend, I hope you were right to where you're going to, where the sky is always blue and the leaves are always green. Run on to the morning mist and the sheen. Faithful friend, you were there for me. I know I will see you on the other side, on the other side of the road. Steady as she goes, don't rock the boat, bail out the water, warn the crew, 'cause this ship ain't going down without you. No, this ship ain't going down without you.
Thank you. I wrote that the morning my dog Bruin died, and it just fucking came out of me like gross water that just was festering, and just this pain, and there was nothing I could do for him, you know? And that really sucked. But that song, now I have that song forever, and it's, you know, so. Are we doing okay on time? Or what do I got here? Is it? That's like when someone gives me a guitar to work on. They say, "Take your time." You should have regretted saying that. You might see it in a couple months. You might see it in 2 days. I don't know. But no, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. I don't talk business on stage. Let's see here. I'm going to do a song that, you know, it just has never gotten the light of day, and I wrote it back in 2010. I was still living in my parents' bedroom. I was just coming back, you know, hobbled back after a failed relationship in New York City and Brooklyn, and I was living with them and just unhappy. And until I got on a writing kick and I started writing what became the first solo album that I did in that same bedroom in like 2010 into 2011. And every day I'd come home and work on it. I was working part-time at Lowe's in the plumbing department. And I was helping people with plumbing fittings and selling them vanities and Disencos and shit like that. And PVC pipe, but I would carry a harmonica in my pocket, and I'd walk up and down the aisles, and I'd play harmonica, you know. So, and when I went on my first real solo tour back then, like 2011, the store was totally supportive and gave me the time off, and they were happy for me, and it was weird to have such support from a corporate entity. I even sent him a postcard and like, "Hey, I'm in Kentucky." All right, yeah. Oh, I wanted to mention this. Speaking of New Jersey, Dean was saying I played, where was it? Red Bank? I think it was Red Bank. I just want to say a shout out to the guy who told me as he was leaving the gig that I'm never going to make it unless I get a drummer. So this is for him. I still haven't made it and I still don't have a drummer. And I don't really give a fuck either way. So, yeah, you know why he told me? This is his authority. It was dead serious. Dude, I opened for Twisted Sister once. That was his bona fides or whatever, you know. That's the resume, yeah. Yeah, it was a tribute band. Oh, it's fucking Jersey, man. I don't know. Yeah, I got some drums in my mom's basement. We'll fucking rock. I got a Yeah. Fuck it. Fuck it. Why not? Whereas up in New Hampshire, it's like, oh yeah, fucking, oh dude, oh yeah, man. I got a band. Yeah. Do those bar gigs like Dean was talking about. And, oh, what's the name of the band? There's clearly one guy up, you know, with one speaker, one guitar. What's the name of the band? No, but these things make you stronger in these situations. So this is a song that I've never recorded, but it's a fun song to do. This one's called Blame the Engineer. It's got a fun little riff. Starts off like this. I was born on the side of the road on a Wednesday, he said. I was better off dead. Then along came a storm, the likes of which not seen anymore. The blood-red sun shined about. 13 voices sang in verse, curse only me. There was trouble, there was danger, and sex and greed. The governor decreed, blame me dry, don't hide your eyes. This calm will turn into a storm. No reason to fight, no fight to reason for. This bridge will collapse, not from the weight, but from the fear. Blame the engineer. All right. The addict seemed to be at prison, but he still wrote his words. In a haze of smoke, he heard what seemed to be of no concern at all. The letters were burned and his thoughts were forgotten. Morning fell, the day began, I've no reason left to stand. I am on the righteous road. Will it lead to the wrongful end? Follow close, don't lose the rope. Hold on to your ears. Blame the engineer. Blame the engineer. One more time. Thank you. I might as well do a song off that, Out of Perpetuity, off of that first solo album. And, see if I can do one that's, you know, it's like I've really got to count on my elbow, my wrist. Say, don't give out, don't give out, don't give out on me. Because it's one of these, like,
it all commenced right as I turned around. An old sun shining, a young gun binding, a knife in his boot, treasure in the loot. I think we're out of tune. I see the smoke plume and break this window as we leave. Don't forget, leave the door unlocked. Leave a trail of volcanic rock. Hypnotize me into loving you. Anesthetize the ones who care, and leave only those who dare to reconcile. I'll be here for a while, so take a chair and listen close to the words he wrote, to the last words that he wrote, to the words he wrote.
Thank you. Let's see here. Oh.
Hotel sheets, they aren't smooth, they're stiffer than a board, and they're making me feel so far from you. They've had their share of tears and their share of whores. That's why tonight they shall not be used. I brought my homeward pillow and unrolled my sleeping bag. Stared at the ceiling for a while. I'm stuck right in the middle, feeling good and feeling bad. Well, this time I've stopped counting the miles. Pretty soon, but soon ain't soon enough. And I'm waiting on your voice and your sleepy smile in a $50 room where the air is full of dust. It's my temporary home for a while.
Hotel sheets, they aren't smooth, they're stiffer than a bowl, and they're making me feel so far from you. They've had their share of tears and their share of whores. That's why tonight they shall not be used. Thank you. Well, I'm going to do a few more. I thought it might be cool if we unplugged and, Dean got up and we sang a few songs for you guys unplugged, just sing some old songs, some Hank Williams or something, And that shall not be sung tonight. And, yeah, so I'm going to do a few, I'm going to start winding down, but then we're going to have some fun, too, so. But, thank you all for, man, it's so good to be back doing this again. It just feels so good. So thank you for being here. I've done more shows than I care to admit to just the sound guy or sound and the bartender, and a few friends making very well-worded Facebook posts. Come on down to this place and see my friend. But the Facebook, they don't help. And then, yeah, I don't know why, people didn't come. I guess, there's that kind of talk, but it's like, oh, but you're great. And then you leave and you're like, okay, what was that I just did? And then you're like, okay, I guess I'll go find a place to sleep, maybe. And, yeah. You all have been very kind. Thank you for listening. And thank you, Dean and Mark, for opening. Bending my ear, you're twisting my arm, you're taking a long way around the barn. Got a pocket knife, got a pocket watch, I got no cherry wine or bargain scotch. Got an old straight 6, it's 3 on a tree, and it's worn and tired and strong like me. Got $5 more and 3 days' bread. You know I'll make it farther than they all said. There's no need to forget me when I go away. You'll be reminded of me nearly every day. Got an old straight 6, it's 3 on the tree, and it's worn and tired
and strong like me. Well, I bet all the sand at Hampton Beach. I'll say the life you wanted is within reach. These chords have been used in every which way. It's not the chords that are used, it's the way they're played. Well, you're bending my ear and you're twisting my arm. You're taking a long way round the barn. Got an old straight six, it's three on the tree, and it's worn and tired and strong like me. Well, I bet all the sand at Hampton Beach. I'll say the life you wanted is within reach. You're bending my ear, you're twisting my arm. You're taking a long way round the barn. Thank you. Tension wire haloed up in the air, graying sky above, cold breeze blowing fair. How long this trail goes, I am not so sure. Well, I'll follow your directions word for word. I got my walking stick and I got my walking boots. Got my thinking hat, I'm a vagrant on the loose. I still walk with the sunrise heavy on my back. found there's no turning back. Said how long this trail goes, I am not so sure. I'll follow your directions word for word. I will wade across rivers and on through the fields, and at nighttime the silence will be real. Oh, the hills I will climb and the paths I will stalk, and I'll keep you on my mind as I walk. I'll keep you on my mind as I walk. Said how long this trail goes, I am not so sure. I'll follow your directions word for word. Thank you.
Is it raining again, or is that just the fan? I can't tell. Is that the rain? Okay. Well. Okay. This is my hit song. Someday. But it's that song that I'm gonna be asked someday.
Fan song,
Yes.
motherfucker!
Yeah, man. I once loved a girl. No, I'm just kidding. Her skin it was bronze. Sometimes I just strike a chord and I'm like, oh yeah, that song. Thinking songs. Oh, let's see. But man, it's just been fun. I got about 10 more. Just kidding. No, but I didn't want to like forget something. So I wrote out like everything I could think of, just so I didn't. Oh, which reminds me, I wanted to play that one. I didn't do that. Oh well. All right.
Do it unplugged.
Okay. So yeah, after touring in that Ford Ranger, man, whew, I took the passenger seat out and I would sleep on the floor. If I was 2 inches shorter, I could have stretched out completely, but disconnected the airbag. The airbag symbol was flashing, you know. So I just put a little piece of black electrical tape. That's how you fix a check engine light. That's the Berwick remedy. I don't know. I checked the engine. It's still on, though. I don't know. Reminds me of my first car. My dad, in the cold mornings going to school, my dad had to go out, take all the spark plugs out, fucking spray that shit in there, get it going. And then finally, 1985 Volvo 740, 250,000 miles on it. I think we bought it with like 201,000 or something. So now that I have a van, I love being able to spread out. Sleep when I get tired and fill it up with shit I find on the side of the road. And it goes like this. This is an ode to those big vehicles that give us comfort on long drives, and your friends will inevitably ask you for moving help if you own one. And so this one's called I Want a Van. I wrote this to try and make it be so in the universe that I'd find a van. And it happened about a year after I wrote the song. So dreams come true. Maybe a Chevy G20 or a Ford Econoline, perhaps a Ram 1500 Dodge. I'd be doing fine. I want a van. Well, I daydreamed as I do, and I scoured classifieds. I've read engine reviews, gas mileage and a comfy ride. A conversion kit, a fold-down bed, a little black and white TV, velvet shades, tinted windows, and a broken trucker CB. 800 or best offer, come on, take it off my hands. The ad said it purred like a cat, it's perfect for a band. There's a bird's nest in the intake and the engine smokes a bit. It's been rusting in the yard since Santana had a hit. It's been a little while. Well, they tell me gasoline is the devil, diesel releases particulates. The internal combustion engine's antiquated, I just say they're full of shit. Well, I love to hear that motor run, I don't mind turning a wrench. Even the smell of burned up motor oil is a lovely welcome stench. 800 or best offer, come on, take it off my hands. The ad said it purred like a cat, it's perfect for a band. There's a bird's nest in the intake and the muffler smokes a bit. It's been rusting in the yard since Santana had a hit. Well, your electric car is okay, I guess it goes from point A to point B. It's got a 100-mile range and a 1,000-pound battery. I understand that electric car technology has come a long way since I wrote this song. Well, I love to hear that motor roar, I don't mind turning a wrench. Smell of burned up motor oil, a lovely welcome stench. 800 or best offer, come on, take it off my hands. Well, the ad said it purred like a cat, it's perfect for a band. What band are you? There's a bird's nest in the intake and the muffler smokes a bit. It's been rusting in the yard since Santana had a hit. Since Twisted Sister had a hit. It's been a little while. Maybe a Chevy G20 or a Ford Econoline, perhaps a Ram 1500 Dodge. I'd be doing fine, I want a van. Thank you, everybody. My name's Tristan Omand. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.